Sometimes if you want to create something really beautiful, really amazing, you just need to go way out there, like putting whale sounds right in the orchestra score or raising $30 million to clean up the ocean.
Trash.
Hi, I'm Clay, and thanks for joining me here on Classical YouTube. Before we get to Mr. Beast, Mark Rober, and the awesomeness of the Teamseas fundraiser, I want to talk about one of the greatest pieces I have ever been lucky enough to perform. God Created Great Whales by Alan Hovhaness. This piece is representative of creation. After all, the word is in the title, and so in the beginning there was chaos, and the whales were created, and so the orchestra is making noise, and then here comes the sound of the hammer and the steel, which is not foreign to our ears, just think about that for a second. And then it has some quite beautiful parts. And then, amongst the chaos, or seeming chaos, comes the whale song. Right there in the middle of the piece, you hear them and it's extraordinary and perplexing and odd and wonderful, all at the same time, especially to the 1970 audience for which it was premiered to. It had never been done before, not on this magnitude at this caliber. This piece was commissioned by the New York Philharmonic and premiered by them in 1970. Hovhaness was already a famous composer, having composed several highly successful works, including his Symphony No. 2 titled Mysterious Mountain. With God Created Great Whales, Hovhaness wanted to help the cause of whales, and this piece did just that. It is one of the early endeavors at conservation and saving whales from extinction. It is also one of Hovhaness's most popular works. It has been recorded many times and performed countless times by many major orchestras. It is a triumph both musically, professionally for Hovhaness, and a big win for the environment. Think of it, this huge, successful piece on all fronts, and it has whale song in the middle of it. Just let that sink in and what that means for us here on YouTube. What is something that you have been thinking of doing that's way out there, off the grid, that you could make that would help the planet, help you, and make a difference in the lives of people? Teamseas is this kind of big something. Mr. Beast and Mark Rober, who created Teamseas, need your help to raise $30 million in an effort to remove 30 million pounds of trash from our oceans. At the time of this recording, Teamseas has raised over $18 million. So we are not there yet, but getting there because this is an important cause to so many. I hope you will lend your voice and your donation to this fight and help our oceans. Remember what you are helping: the whales, the millions of species that live in the ocean, and of course, all us humans that depend on the ocean for food, recreation, and for so many, a livelihood. The ocean is life. Life for those that live in it, and life for those that live above it. We all need it, and we all need it to be clean. Please help if you can. See the link in the description to donate. I am lucky. I've had most of my adult life to reflect on this part of our world because a brave soul was willing to program this piece, God Created Great Whales, for a bunch of teenagers at an Allstate, and I am so deeply grateful that he did. The conductor didn't just show us a great piece of music, he showed us an example of putting yourself out there and being vulnerable. It was a cool experience, the whole thing, sincerely. From a young age, I got to be a part of something truly creative, while at the same time having my horizons broadened to the bigger world. And it didn't just impact me on a human level, of course. It left me with one of my top musical experiences of my life that continues to interest me. It really is fascinating that something can be so moving, so impactful, so memorable, while at the same time so foreign to our ears. So there you go. What idea do you have rambling around in there that is ready to move people, to inspire them, to shock them, to fascinate them? Are you going to have to put yourself out there and be vulnerable? If it is way out there, is it still something that can help people? If it is, then what are you waiting for? If you are wondering how to decide if it's too much or in the right direction, in other words, are you flexing your artistic and musical might in the right way? Well, I have a video all about that and you can watch it right here.